Okay, this is our next project. It's going to be called the double wheel escapement, and that's referring to these two wheels that will run in reverse back and forth. It is supposed to take the place of a pendulum, and that's how that works. This, however, the way I had to gear it and get enough force to make the wheels reverse and everything, it ended up only being able to run about 2 minutes. So that's still enough time to see how it works and that sort of thing. So it's a wall display, and this is how you wind it up. And we have just put a little piece of wood in the spokes here to keep it from running. Otherwise, once you let it go, it wants to go ahead and go. So we'll keep going on how to build it. Okay, I wanted to show you the drawings. These drawings are available on my website at dctdrawings.com. They can be purchased there, and they're emailed directly to you right after the purchase, so there's no wait time. It just is sent to you right then. This is the layout drawing that shows how all the pieces go together. There's a front view, top view, and 3 sections. This is the material list, the part numbers and what they're made from, and starting some instructions here. I've included a little bit of the print instructions for these pattern drawings so we get them to full size and the correct size. This is the instruction. Pattern drawings, there's the 2 main gears. This is the frame. These are splices that go together to make up the full frame, but everything's on 8.5 by 11, and these splices are a little bit of a nuisance, but it saves a lot of messing around trying to get them to the full size on big paper. The pallet here, the escape wheel there. These are the 2 flywheels that act as the pendulum. I'm just going to say you might want to not cut these out on the scroll saw, but use a little table saw or something to. This can be done with hole saw. A lot easier than I'm using a scroll saw. This is a pattern layout on a 24 by 30 piece of Baltic birch. That that one piece of birch will complete this project. So, okay, this is the part in the place in the construction that we would drill all of the holes and all the parts that need some cut out of the interior. But this is the point where everything's cut out, the outside part anyway, and we're going to start cutting on the insides and drill the holes. These, as you're looking at these, the center has been punched of all the holes. Okay, I wanted to show you how I get the hole centered on the drill, and there's an X at each one of these holes, and I've put a pinhole right at that X so that once I bring the brad point bit down and get it set in there, and a lot of times you'll have to look real close and make sure you get it centered. Then I turn the drill on and drill this. Now that first drilling on this side only goes almost all the way through. I want to show you these little dimples. They are the point of the bit coming from the other side. So when we start this side with the drill, it'll cut that a nice smooth hole on both sides, so you don't have a tear out from the bit. We're trying something new on this escapement, and what we're trying is to round off the corners and smooth up the look of the edges. This is one of the gears that's been rounded, and I think it looks pretty good. Hopefully it'll work out every other way. How we did that is this little tool here. It's a Dremel router with a corner rounding bit in it, and so I can show. Okay, we got it all put back together, and This is the bottom, and this is the top, and that's as it sits on the wall. That's all it does is rock those two wheels in the back there, back and forth, and then